After observing all of this, I have come to the conclusion that Mizkif is a pathological narcissist, which doesn't really mean anything. I'm just like, utilizing buzzwords to be clear. I think that the guy is very prone to having like low impulse control. He's very prone to outburst. He's very prone to being a egotistical narcissist that only cares about himself. It does appear that there might have been some forms of assault and abuse that have occurred. It doesn't seem like Emiru is lying, of course, right? Without evidence, it's impossible to tell. So you can believe that, or not, depending on what ideas you subscribe to. It is of my opinion that Mizkif was abusive. It does appear to be that way. Now, Mizkif, in his response, will say that Emiru was equally violent, that she was also incredibly toxic, that she would escalate certain situations and whatnot. But there is an explanation to this. The explanation being that in relationships like these, sometimes if somebody is being retaliatory, it is because somebody else is initiating it. Does that make them toxic because it's an intrinsic part of their personality? No. It probably makes them toxic because they have to retaliate, because they have to fend for themselves, because nobody's just gonna sit there and take it. Most people wouldn't. This isn't like the 1990s anymore. Women are allowed to have a level of autonomy. And in regards to the rabbit stuff, I don't think the rabbit stuff is that much of a stain against her personally as he's trying to make it seem. So, I've mentioned repeatedly how Emiru has described behaviors that seem to be textbook narcissism, that aren't just examples that she's listed off from her experiences with his relationship, but are also examples that are visible to the public eye. Emiru leaked Mizkif's DMs that she's been saving on stream, where she is scrolling and berates her for content. That's why she has to cut part of her 516 bot out. Okay, which was I see. So this was all the way back from 2023. So this was obvious. So this was visible back in the day. So they've been dating for they've been dating up until 2024. Maybe they've been dating for 2 years, maybe a year. Did you hear about him stalking? Yeah, she directly mentions that. Yeah, not to mention the stalking, of course. Right. Most of that I don't really know what type of commentary to give when it comes to situations like that. I can give commentary on stuff that is more there are some things that you just listen to, but you can't really say much about, if that makes any sense. There are going to be some drama. She can say I was being stalked at Eston's house. What am I supposed to say about that? I don't know. I don't know if I want to believe it at face value, because she could be lying. Anybody could be lying. But I also don't want to distrust her because she could be telling the truth, because anybody could be telling the truth. But anyways, let's take a look at this thread. The text refers to her 427 drunk Q&A stream that she left for 45 minutes and cried the rest of the stream. She looks like these DMs are what caused all the tears. Heard that 1,000 times, so done with this. I don't believe you at all. I'm not trying to attract weird people. I'm sorry. Bullshit. Yeah, this is... Okay, I recall this. This is where Mizkif is, complaining about Emiru, being too cute. And that she's, letting herself be too visible. I recall this. You lift your legs like a cheerleader multiple times. Stick a bottle between your legs and play with it. Yeah, I do recall this drama. From 2 years ago. So yeah, we see that Mizkif is somewhat controlling, which again goes in line with the pattern of behavior that he's had. Here's the 427 stream Mizkif was berating Emiru about. During it, he messages her. She leaves for 45 minutes, comes back and spends the rest of the stream crying and sniffing. You can see the bottom and leg shifting parts prior to her leaving. Yeah. Emiru's replaced the 516 VOD with an edited version, removing his leak of Mizkif's berating DMs. If she feels the need to screenshot and save all their flights, that's pretty scary. I wonder about the time when she had the black eye that'd really come from. Here's the story of the... Interesting.
God.
So this was visible. So this observable. And Emiru claims that this was because Mizkif threw a bottle at her. Here's Emiru telling her friends about the black... So the story seems consistent that she did get a black eye. It's not something that came out of nowhere. I got a black eye a week or two ago, and it's finally almost gone. Maybe you need affiliate for VIP slots. Weird, you foolish rats. One knock you, one Emily. Mizkif seems pretty comfortable grabbing and dragging Emiru around. Is this indicative of how rough he is at home if you're like this in public content? It does seem like there is a... Yeah, it does seem like there is... How are you so comfortable just, like, you know, slinging a girl like this? She's like, what, 80, 100 pounds? Anybody could, like, you know, just manhandle 80, 100 pounds.
Together.
Yeah, it seems like there's just, like, a long pattern of behavior that's just undeniable.
Wrap a sock around my ankle because I thought it was going to start bleeding. It hurts so fucking bad. But it might not have been because of the zip tie. It might have been because Miz was just, like, dragging me around by the fucking ankle. Like, just not giving a fuck. It hurts so fucking bad.
Okay. That appears to be based on reality. That very much appears to be based on reality. Literally nothing. Okay, interesting. Let's see. All right. So let's see how much of this was actually exaggerated, because Mizkif claims that Emiru exaggerated a lot of these, like, behaviors. So far, that doesn't seem to be the case. Especially going through all of, like, Emiru's response, it doesn't seem like she was exaggerating everything.
Today is the Rust server. Chat, I'm excited. We got some stuff. Dude, we're gonna start talking to people again. We're gonna hang out a little bit.
Got raw pork.
I'll fucking take it.
Would you like some raw pork?
Yeah, I'll fucking take raw pork. Hell yeah.
Enjoy.
So I thought, why not build a house up here?
Yes. I can pay rent in your house.
Okay, let's do it. Yep. Oh, wait, check this out. Come here.
Ooh.
Not
Like,
bad,
that's
huh?
the house? Wait, our houses literally look exactly the same.
Yep.
Massive evidence against Mizkif right now. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I want to see Emmy.
I don't want to say that this is circumstantial. I genuinely don't want to say that this is circumstantial. I definitely think that this is, like, directly correlative. Why would his mood change so drastically during a situation like this? It lines up exactly. It lines up exactly with the pattern of behavior that we've been seeing, where Mizkif is mad at her because she's performing better in, what was it? A dungeon, playing tank. And it lines up drastically with the story that Emiru told about Mizkif being upset at viewership. It lines up drastically with him being upset at people outperforming him. It lines up drastically with patterns of behavior, such as, like, the Twitter clip that I pulled up, where he's, like, mad that everybody's, like, ditching him, and that he wants to be the only one that was, like, you know, helping everybody along the way. It seems extremely correlative here.
I can't believe you guys have made separate houses.
Biggest sweats, you retards.
They will come after you guys.
They're the
wipe them out,
biggest
but we
sweats.
can stop them early.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it, dude. We'll join the resistance.
He's not even, like, pretending to play along. This is, like, angry playing along because he's fucking livid. You get, like it's like somebody like pretending to play along instead of, like, actually playing along because they're just fucking seething, because they're fucking coping.
You're spelling it wrong. Yeah, my bad. No, I hardly slept last night.
Alinity rated with 5,000
I'm
viewers.
honestly fucking tired, chat. I'll be honest. I'm pretty tired. I'm just tired. Alright, chat. I'll see you guys later. I will see you guys probably tonight, if not tomorrow. I just need a nap. I'm fucking zooted out of my...
How do you go to sleep in the middle of, like, 19,000 viewers? How do you go to sleep in the middle of 19,000 viewers?
mind.
That is insane. Like, it's obviously ego. It's obviously ego. It lines up exactly with what Emiru was saying.
What does unofficial Miz raid mean?
Guys,
Oh, he did?
Listen, why are we all acting like we haven't murdered, like we haven't pillaged, like we haven't
She's just fucking like, dude.
had to do what we had to do to make it here where we she had a one-hit advantage. She was coming
Slams the door, which is what she's referring to, like him slamming stuff around.
after me. I had to attack
Where even the noise gate catches it.
back.
What the fuck is this?
What?
All of her statements line up. All of her statements line up and seem to be backed by evidence.
Was that a test?
You said
Well, I have some cloth.
Mizkif claimed that everything that Emiru was saying is over-exaggerated. So far, we've seen like 3-4 examples that seem to be right on the money, exactly how she described them happening.
In my house.
Again,
Let me check my body real quick. Did anyone loot me?
Yeah. Go to the restroom.
bring me the Horizon playing in the fucking background peak. You know,
Yeah,
funny.
there you go. Yeah, she's trapped now.
Bonnie, look what I did.
Sick. Okay. Sick. Okay. I'm stuck in here. Okay. Sick.
I'm gonna make some stat.
Hello, sorry. Like 20 minutes.
Avenged Sevenfold. Huge.
Hello. Abaragi, thanks for the sub. But alright, yeah, I'm gonna log out for now, but I'll probably come back later. And if not today, then tomorrow my normal time, so.
All right. So yeah, it seems like that lines up exactly with the story that she told. So I'm inclined to believe that she's telling the truth in this entire situation. What she claimed here, just as a quick recap, over the last hour, is that she stated that Mizkif was getting really angry at the viewership difference because he would constantly outperform her during the Rust stuff, to the point where he started like slamming doors, to the point where it was audibly picked up in her noise gate. He claimed that he was going to bed because he was feeling tired, but given the story that she told and given the noises that do get picked up based on the story that she told, it seems like he wasn't going to bed. It seems like he was genuinely upset and mad, based on like the correlative information here, that they were having the view disparity. So, doesn't seem over-exaggerated. Let's keep looking at what else we got going that is currently being utilized against Mizkif, or what's currently being resurfaced. All right. So something before I play this clip, something that's going to be like really important to like this whole story is like pattern of behavior. Because sure, somebody like during sure, when somebody's coming out against somebody who's narcissistic or abusive, there might be certain things that could be over exaggerated based on like a personal perception of how somebody's reacting. But if you really want to like apply some truth or believability to what Emiru was saying, the most important thing is like patterns of behavior. Was Mizkif violent in the past to the point where he'd be willing to throw stuff at her, where he'd be like willing to manhandle her, where he'd be willing to like aggressively shove his hands down her pants? It appears so, because he's beat the fuck out of his friends in the past with that one guy in the Porsche. I forget exactly what that situation was. And then we have this. Past videos are surfacing of Mizkif throwing objects, reckless driving, intimidation. Same with Emiru, yeah, which is something that she stated. Manipulation and violence towards Maya.
I'm not talking to him today.
Well, nobody asked you to, so.
I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
Look at her
Oh,
face. She's so uninterested.
She said no.
Maya unimpressed. That's what that was.
2 Starbucks bags of Starbucks I got you over the past 2 days.
Oh my god.
Skip,
That is insane.
that was
Throw it back.
That is insane. That is actually insane. Like, nobody does this. Nobody behaves like this.
Throw it
Yeah,
back.
better
This is not normal behavior.
be.
That is so fucking gross.
I would beat the shit out of him.
We're live.
What the fuck?
We're live, she says.
Anyway, there's something about being trapped in a car with an angry, aggro man that is like the absolute most helpless thing. Dude, I did a guy that would go like 100 miles an hour on the, like we would fight in the car, which was never my decision. Like it just always like happened. Like we just would like fight in the car and then he'd go like.
Admittedly, this could be everybody, so I'm not sure how much I want to utilize against him, but it does line up with something that he did with Emiru, something that Emiru claimed.
100. And I would like literally like beg him to slow down. I'd be so scared and I'd cry, and then he would not slow down, so I apologize. Whoa. So then I started driving only. Like I wouldn't let him drive me anywhere. But then if we'd get in a fight while I was driving, he would like pound my ceiling in my glove box.
Ooh,
He would like
that's scary.
scream and like hit the ceiling and like hit the glove box and just like scream profanity and scream like he'd like just call me terrible things while he was doing it. And then I'd pull over and be like, get out of my car, and he'd be like, no. And then I was like, well, okay. Cause what am I gonna do?
Yeah, what are you
What am I gonna do?
What the fuck is this guy's problem? Unironically, what is this guy's problem? Why would you drop somebody like that? Then we have a pattern of behavior of Mizkif being violent with objects. Okay.
No! I literally disarmed for what?
How? That's okay, that's okay, that's okay. I'm gonna come get you. I'm gonna come get you. You guys focus on gens. I'm gonna get Mizkif.
Okay. I mean, I'm not sure how much I would attribute that. I'm not sure how much I would take from that.
We're just caught on fire.
What is your computer?
Doyle. Hey, get fucked on, bitch. Get fucking punked on.
Why would you do that? Why would you just fucking slam it? Why would you just like, dude, on stream in front of everybody? I don't even think like that. That is such a legitimate reaction. I wouldn't even say that he's like clip farming.
Hey, get fucked on, bitch. Get fucked. Hey,
What led up to this?
Okay.
L.
Dude, Axion,
Dude.
Again.
Oh.
I'm trying to get through. Emmy!
Miss! Oh my god, you bitch! You fucking bitch!
Call him.
I'm getting beat by these things.
Nice!
Ow!
Oh god. Fuck!
Oh god!
Everyone just take their time. It's honestly fine, guys. It's fine.
One tap.
No!
My computer just caught on fire.
Doyle.
What is your computer?
You're in a bunch of you're in a group. You're around all of your peers. You are being watched by potentially thousands of people. And you think that like an adequate reaction here is to like fucking slam your computer after losing it, dude? This guy is an actual child. Only children act like this.
Why do you suck? You never do this!
Typical fail. Typical fail. All right. Why does he keep doing this? Why is this such like a consistent pattern with him?
No!
There was no reason to do that. Unironically, no reason to do that. He literally only did that just because of the time difference. That is such an this is such an insane low stakes thing to get mad about.